Hey, good morning. This is Tim Squires, and standing out in front of my back porch, drinking some coffee. I usually go out in the yard somewhere, but it's a little drizzly this morning and wet. So I thought I'd stand out here, sip on some warm Java, and sniffle a little bit. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about dreams, and not the kind of dreams that you get when you're asleep. I'm not really an expert on those kind of dreams. Had some weird ones before. I'm going to talk about the kind of dreams that you might have about things that you want to do and accomplish in your life. And I wanted to start off with talking about some friends of mine, some of their dreams that I have, some friends that I have that are kind of different than what you might think that I would be talking about. I have a couple of friends, a young couple that are they're actually in China, and their dream is to basically just love on people and do whatever, and somehow their dream landed them in China. And what they do now is that they found this little young lady who she was she's about 3 years old now, I believe, and she had some brain problems and some physical um, problems, and her parents had taken her to doctors, and the doctors have done all they could do and couldn't help her. So they left her out in a field to whatever happened to her, because they just ran out of options for her and they couldn't afford her. So my friends found her through somebody had found her, taken her to one of those places, those agencies that take care of children like hers. And well, they're in the process of adopting this little young lady and getting her the help she needs. And she's had several victories in her life. And that's her dream. Their dream is to help people in a place called China, just love on them. And they found somebody there that their dream is to adopt this young lady and have a little life with a little girl. I got another young man friend who is in Mozambique, and his dream is to take young people, children who have been abandoned and left out to, and it happens a lot in Mozambique. They just dump their kids and because they can't afford them. But my friend's dream is he's building a huge place for these children to go and learn something, either learn farming or culinary skills or how to build things, uh, different skills in their lives so that they can turn their life around and not be like what their parents were, where the parents were unskilled and had no money, had no um, idea of what life is about. And so my friend's dream is to build a place for these children to go to learn something and to make something of their life. And in so doing is going to change the whole economic structure of uh, this whole portion of Mozambique. It will, because these kids will turn a trend around because they'll be doing something with their lives and building a future for their families and their future, their children, their children's children. The biggest one, I think, is the idea of teaching these guys how to farm, because they've discovered that the land there is quite fertile for certain kind of things, um, fruit trees that are that we don't know about here in the United States, but over there it's a delicacy and it grows well there. And if they could grow orchards of these things, they could be uh, profitable, and the kids would have something to do as they grow up and learn something about about their land and what they could grow that would change. And this is my friend's dream. I mean, it was crazy, but it's his dream. I've got another friend, um, a group of friends, I guess you'd say, in a place called Romania, and their dream is to take poor people in these little villages that have nothing. And I visited there, so I know what they're talking about. They have nothing, absolutely nothing. They got land, and they don't know what to do with it, and they just kind of sit around all day, grow a little bit enough for themselves and their family, and basically end up, I don't know how else to put it, but they end up begging for their life, for food, for whatever. And my friends there are wanting to do the same thing to them, teach them life skills, something to do, something to grow, something to better their lives, so that they have a life and their children have a life, their children's children have a life. And they also, my friends in Romania also have this desire to go into other countries and do the same thing. And they've been over in Bulgaria and some other outlying areas around there that I'm not really familiar with all the other ones. I've been to the Bulgaria place with them, and I've also been in some of the other places in Romania where they're teaching these kids and families basically things that we take for granted, but teaching them how to live and how to take care of themselves. And those are kind of dreams, I have a dream too. My dream is to become wealthy enough to help these people that I know are doing great work around the world. And there's more. There's more, but those are just 3 examples that I wanted to talk to you about this morning. But well, okay, I'll tell you one more. There's one right here where I live. There's a I want to say young lady. She looks young. We'll call her young lady. She has grandchildren, but she's still young. And her dream, she started off with a thrift store and just, providing food and clothing and stuff through donated things through a thrift store, helping out. Well, she couldn't stop there. Now she's out every week. She's gathered a group of people that go out with her every Saturday. I don't know if it's every Saturday or other Saturday, maybe once or twice a month they go out, and they help people. Like, for example, a couple of weeks ago, there was this a little old lady whose husband had passed away, and she outlived him by many years, and her house is gone to, nobody's there to take care of the house, and she didn't know what to do. Her sink is leaking, her water heater's kaput, her roof is leaking, and all kinds of things. And so my friend gathered a group of people, this team of people who go out all the time. They went to her house, repaired all of her stuff for her, and that's her dream, is to go and do things like that for different people in the community. And that's a great dream. And my dream is to help people like that. And I can't help people like that if I'm poor, so I want to be that. My dream is to be wealthy enough, and find these people. I mean, they find me, I guess. I mean, I know of lots of people. Maybe you do too. I don't know. But the whole idea of this talk is about dreams. You may have a dream, and a dream you can't fulfill while you're broke. You can't fulfill your dream while you're living in poverty. You can't do it. You've got to see your dream. You got to see it come to pass. And I have an opportunity for you if you wanted to look at it, and it's going to be in some links. You can connect with me. You can see what I'm doing. But what I'm asking you to do is, whether you do that or not, do something. Change the way you think. Don't think that you can't do anything. Don't think that your dream is just a dream and not a goal or a vision or something that you could do in the future, but it's a dream that you can actually accomplish. I do. I know I'm going to reach my dreams. I know I am. And I know that you can too, if you just change the way you think. Change your way you think. And once you begin to change your way you think, you're going to see opportunities come your way. Like I've got an opportunity. What I'm doing with you, this whole thing with this video and the blogs that I write, it's an opportunity to get wealth in order to help these kind of people, and help them succeed, help them reach their dreams. My dream is to help other people reach their dreams, and especially my friends that are in other countries that are helping them turn their lives around. And in our country too. It's just amazing. If you look out there, there's so many people out there who are in need. And you know, it's basically a mindset thing. They just don't know any better. You look at the people in Mozambique and Romania, you know, the ones that are out in the country. What is it that they need? You know, if they knew what their land had, you know, and they knew what to do with it, they could be self-sufficient and also help those around them. And that's the dream of my friends. That's what they're doing, is helping them find out what they have and do something with it. And you have something too that can help your dream. There's something around you, somewhere inside of you, something that can help your dream. And it's my goal to help you. And basically, the first step is to change the way you think, change your mindset. So that's my thought today. It's about dreams and about seeing them accomplished, and just to plant that thing in your mind that your dreams can come to pass. You can do something. There are opportunities galore, and so that's what I'm asking you to do. Is just to change the way you think and take the opportunity. Don't just sit and say it can never happen to you, because it can. Your dream can come to pass. So if you like what you hear, just click on the links, connect with me. And I'm on Facebook, Twitter. Uh, you can email me. I'm on YouTube. Just connect with me, and let's lock arms together and change the mindset of this generation. And I'll talk more to you later. You guys have a great day.